uh, how we can be able to live a long, healthy life. And today we are especially privileged because we have a very, very special guest speaker who is going to be talking to us. This is a lady who has been with the company for quite a while. She has used these products extensively over a long period of time. And we are going to see what does long-term use of Neolife products look like and what can happen to you, especially for the new people who are on the call, who have just joined the other day, who are new and very excited and wondering what is this Neolife journey. What does it mean to use these products for the next 5, 10, 20 years? And what kind of results will you get? And because she's the main person, she's the main guest speaker for today, I will not steal her thunder. I will not preempt anything. I will just say that she's a lady, she's a leader in my team. She's one of my strongest leaders who has developed several world team members, several directors under her, and she's going places as we speak. So without further ado, I want to welcome Juliet Wahome. Juliet, karibu.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Fred. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can.
You can hear me well. All
Yeah.
right. So I'm very excited this evening. I'm very, very excited this evening to be able to products with a new life opportunity. But today we concentrate on the goodness of saying who I am and my journey. Juliet Wahome, for those who are meeting me for the first time. I've been in your life for quite some time, actually 18 years over, because I have a product of the products who is now a candidate. And I can see the goodness of the products, what they have done for her, not just for her, but for all members of my family. But mostly I'll zero down on myself because for me, I say I'm a product of the products. I'm a teacher by profession. Right now, I'm a principal. I've taught for over 25 years. Maybe you can start guessing my age. Actually, when you use these products consistently and as a lifestyle, you don't have to hide your age because many, especially ladies, say they don't like their age to be known. But for me, I say it because I know I don't feel those years. I'm 50, I'll be 51 this August. And I would like to say that the products have. I'm going to mention the products that I've used consistently. But apart from the using of the products for the last 18 plus years, I've also, of course, gained a lot from the business. As you can hear, I'm not very far from retirement. I'm a qualified director in this business. I'm looking forward to travel far and wide. And my retirement, guys, will be for moving from one country to another as our company offers us. So for me, I'm ready to put in the work. I normally admire my colleagues. Like now I have a colleague who has retired and she's full-time in this business and she is even looking younger than the day she retired. So guys, we have gold on our hands. Our products are just awesome. And I have a very wonderful relationship with these products that when I tell people about them, I mean, I don't fret because I have the story. I have them. For me, I say I'm a product of the products. And I'd like to say I've used the full range. I may not have used 100 of them, but I have experienced most of them. So I'm going to start by talking about the main problem I had when I just joined. Is for about 15 minutes. And for me, it was the norm because in our family, we have these allergies of either if you don't have eye problem, which the people have to wear spectacles, their eyes are reddish, then you have a problem with your skin. Like me, when I was a younger girl, I always had things coming out of my skin. that I had to go for treatment every other time. So you either have eye problem or skin problem or chest problem. So for me, it used to be skin, a lot of, especially on my legs. It used to go to the extremities where I would have real pain when I was younger. Even by the time I joined university, this time I had a bandage around my leg for quite some time. You know, these abscesses that just come out. So for me, when I was joining for the travel. I love lifestyle. As you've heard me saying, my TSC job will not take me places as much. It only takes me within and local. And if I have to arrange for one, it's not as good as the one like the new one life gives us, where you don't pay anything when you have qualified as a work team member. So I used our basic products as I was advised by my sponsor. I was told to use Trianen every day. I was told omega salmon is a product that is very good to use. And as I was telling you, I was somebody who was sneezing all the time. So I was also advised to take the herbal respiratory complex. Herbal is a herb, as you hear. So that's one you don't take every other day, like the way you take Trianen. You know, Trianen is food. It's just whole grain supplement. It's just one for feeding ourselves. So with the use of omega-3, Trianen, and herbal respiratory for a while, I forgot about sneezing. I always had a running nose. I would have to carry handkerchiefs all the time. I mean, it was a norm. I remember my first D8. I went to a school. I'm from Embu County. So I went to a school that was really cold, and it was El Nino time. Those who have lived that, God, it was terrible. I was always blocked. I was always having colds, and I thought, wow, ni kawaida tu, you know. So when I decided to use the product, I discovered that it had gone down. By then I had come to Thika. So I was still sneezing, but it wasn't that bad. But I stopped carrying handkerchiefs. I forgot about handkerchiefs. They are good for 18 years, but sometimes I'll even forget because they are not a necessity. So one time I remember a student of mine asked me, "Teacher, when you always have a cold?" But you know what? It's not a cold. It's allergies and colds. So I would like to advise you that if you know someone with allergies, if you know somebody who normally is sneezing, sinuses, you can advise them to use our omega salmon. Remember, Trianen is basic. That one, all the distributors kindly, hata ukikosa any other amount of money because you've just said the business, never miss Trianen. What Trianen has done for me also is also keeping me younger. We normally say younger for longer. Energy levels, they are normally, I don't struggle with fatigue. I only feel tired when it's at night to go to sleep. I am a person who tries to exercise. Actually, lately is when I've gained a few pounds, and I'm going to lose them. I know extra weight is not good for anyone. I'm not very tall. I'm just 160 centimeters. So I need to lose about 5 kilos. But Trianen gives you abundant energy. It is not a myth. And then it keeps your skin glowing. By the way, even if you find someone with a dull skin and they're asking you about skincare, I'll talk about skincare shortly. I tell them they have to do the cleansing from inside first. Because see what Trianen does, as we teach, is that it opens up your 73 trillions of tiny cells. And every cell is surrounded by a membrane. The one we normally draw, I know every distributor is normally introduced to the Trianen story because like, even if you're selling somebody the bone health program, which I'll also talk about, because when you hear I'm 50, my bones, they're not as strong as when I was 30. And I have 4 children, I forgot to say, I'm a mother of 4. The Trianen, even when things are thick, sometimes because of paying school fees and all those things, I always make sure I have Trianen. I take 2 daily. Actually, I don't take more than that unless I have a very tight schedule. I just take 2 every morning. And if I forget, the good thing, these are supplements. So even if I forget, because there's a day you may forget, it's not habit forming. Kindly tell even your customers, your clients, these are products that it's just food. When they ask you, do I have to take them every other time? Tell them, do you have to choose between eating today and eating tomorrow? If you have to, then fine. But otherwise, we tell them this is from food, we normally say from from farm to table. It's just that they supplement what we are missing in our daily diet. So I mentioned about allergies. Now I am much, much better. I mean, I'm good. Let me just say I'm okay, because I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible. I've also helped my family members who had those serious allergies, and things are a little bit better. And then now let me talk about bone health. Well. Calcium. When we talk about bone health, we need calcium, magnesium. We need full motion, and we need omega salmon. Those three. Then don't forget, treonine is always in the mix. It reached a point where after I reached 40 something, I started having, when I was younger as a teenager, I didn't have very strong bones because my mom got sick when I was only 4 months old and she was hospitalized. So from there, I did not breastfeed. Then, teenagers, when you're growing very fast, somehow I used to have some pain on my hips, wherever bones. I had bone issues, actually. So now, later on, I kind of normalized. But now when I started after babies, then I'm growing older, I started feeling pain on my joints, especially magoti, my knees. And sometimes I would wake up feeling a bit numb, my fingers. So I decided to take the bone health program. And I can tell you for free that I exercise. I do squats. I can do 100. I lift a bit of weights. I know I don't look like I lift, but I do a little, what I can. And I'm telling you, if it were not for these products, I wouldn't. Because when you're exercising, also the wear and tear is higher. And remember, we advocate for you to be healthy, you need 3 things. One is proper rest. Number 2 is exercise. Number 2 is exercise, and then proper diet. So mimi niko hapa kwa proper diet. Most of the lifestyle diseases people are facing today are because of diet. Like now I'm from a family where people actually, like my dad was hypertensive. He used to take pressure meds. I have a family member who takes pressure meds. It's only that not every family member listens to you. Sometimes the prophet is not respected at home. But for me, I had also started developing it. Like I'm telling you, after 50, hormones kind of start misbehaving a little. So I just I continued with a bit of exercise, and then the omega, especially omega salmon, is very good for that, and garlic. Talking of the same, now I was talking about tree, and then I was talking about energy. I have so much. I hope I don't mix you up. So I was talking of bone health. If you have somebody for bone health, please advise them to take those 3 plus the treonine. Never leave out treonine. Even if I leave I only have money for calcium. Even if you sell them for 1 week, tell them after 1 week, come for more treonine, because it will work better. People don't want to look old. People want to look younger for longer, for sure. I have not met anybody who wants to look old. So tell the treonine story with the confidence, with all the confidence that you can. Now, I'm going to talk about another challenge I had. After I got my second born, who is now 20, she's going to be 21 this August. My first born is 30. That one I got when I was in college. Then now the second born is 20, she's turning 21. Third born is turning 18 in July. The product of the products. It's only that she's camera shy, I would have brought her here. And then the fourth born is 13. That one has accepted to say hi. And she's taller than me by far. The products work. Yeah, she wears a shoe bigger than mine, as in the bones, as in she wears number 42. I wear 13. I want to believe there's a lot to do with the products. I am the dwarf in the family. So I developed boils. Okay, I used to get a bit of them when I was younger, but I think also with pregnancy and childbirth, sometimes also the immunity is not so good. So I'm going to talk about pregnancy after this. So I was getting boils. One time I had one actually on my breast, and I was breastfeeding. So it was very painful. And the doctor had to press it and all that. And I remember asking the doctor, what is the issue? That time I was not into Neolife products as such. But somehow, by the way, I was buying from someone once. I had known them very early. Somebody had introduced me. I'm the kind of person who believes in looking after my health. So when I asked the doctor, he talked about immunity. So I decided to do something about my immunity. So of course, I continued with treatment, but what worked for me so well was garlic allium complex. Don't joke about with that product. That one Yeah, garlic allium complex is a natural antifungal, natural antibiotic. We have a lot of people suffering fungal issues, like ladies. You can advise them to use the garlic allium, and then you sell them Care. Care is our home care product, which is also a disinfectant, which is not corrosive, because you can't tell someone to wash themselves in the very sensitive areas with Dettol. But Care is awesome. It helps clear, plus now the garlic allium complex, and of course trionin. I said trionin every time. Tell your client and tell yourself it is the baseline product, the trionin. Remember, it's our whole grain supplement that opens up our cells, it feeds our cells and keeps our cells healthy and permeable, that they can take in our nutrients and export the waste products. So when people talk about detox, one of the basic products for detox is trionin. Although we have a detox program. So boils, I never ever got another boil ever again since using the garlic allium complex. Now, one time, because life has its ups and downs, stresses and all that, I was going through a stretch in my life that was a bit stressful. I had just gotten a new job assignment, and the environment wasn't that good. And then there was a challenge with one of my children, mambo ya campus and all that. So I did not know how much that affected me until I started wheezing. My mom used to be asthmatic. Mild asthma or something like that. She never used to tell us. She just said she used to tell us it's bronchitis, and I think that's what made her sick when I was 4 months old. So I had a cough that was not going away, and a friend of mine, a colleague, advised me to go see a doctor. She used to see a chest specialist. I had no idea it has anything to do with allergies. So I had taken a bit of antibiotics, nothing. In fact, it used to be a dry cough. And no allergies, they have no cure, by the way. You'd just be given, they're called what? Steroids, antihistamines. And it's not a cure. It just lowers the symptoms. So she sent me to a doctor in Arcade, somewhere in Arcade, Nairobi Arcade, or it's called what. So I went there, and the doctor quarreled me for taking antibiotics and told me you did not have an infection. And if you would have gotten one, you would have been even hospitalized. Why? I was using antibiotics over the counter. That's the time we never had medical covers. And therefore, I was so angry with myself because I was like, we have the products. Why am I not following up? So I passed through Neolife, our distributorship area, and I bought the respiratory health product afresh. I had been given an inhaler by that doctor because he measured there's something they do. So he told me, you have to take this. I was refusing, and he said, no, you must take it, because I had been very uncomfortable. I had lost my voice for a whole month. So I just passed through and I bought all the products I need for my respiratory health. Omega Salmon, Herbal Respiratory Complex. I think I bought Calmag. I bought Zinc. And I went and used them consistently. Within a week, I threw away the inhaler. I did not use it for more than a week. And after that, I have never gotten a situation like that again. See, allergies are managed. They are not, even those who have asthma, please tell them that if they use our supplements consistently, it is possible for them to completely do away with those inhalers and those injections they keep on going to get. But they have to be committed to use them consistently. They don't ask you, hizi madawa nitatumia for how long? Unamwambia hizi si dawa. Hii ni kama vile unapatia mwili wako chakula ya maana so that the body can fight for itself. Now, let me talk about pregnancy, because you've heard me saying I have 4 children. When I got the first one, I was a bit younger. But yeah, so I was just okay. Let me put it that way. I didn't have cravings and I had stress. I was in college. So, and I didn't have the luxury of thinking all this or that. When I was expecting my second born, I had not met Neolife. And I remember I used to crave so much. I used to crave chocolate. I really regret, but ignorance is bad. So I would eat chocolate every day, above chocolate every day. What I didn't know is that I had it's my body that needed calcium. All right. So now, with the knowledge that we are given here in Neolife, because doctors will give you supplements, but sorry to say, most of the supplements we buy over the counter, my dears, they are not top notch. And most of the time they're just done in the lab, chemically put together. If there's a biochemist here, forgive me in case I make a mistake. But what I know is that our supplements are drawn from the natural food chain. They are drawn, kama ni calmark, imetolewa from the fish and all that. If it is our zinc, it is from the natural, plants and all that. If it's our magnesium, the same. So when I was expecting now this girl who is saying is a product of the product, who is, by the way, in a national school at Mary Hill Girls. We normally meet there with our leader, Fred, because the daughter is also there. She has never struggled in school. Her sister struggled a little. She's above average. This one has never been below number 5. And she's comfortable with all the sciences. She scores A's. And we are looking forward, by God's grace, for a really good performance. Because I believe I used the products consistently and very religiously, as I was told. Daktari alikuwa ananiandikia hizo zao. I just put them aside. I go buy what I know is the best. So omega salmon is a must. When you're advising a mom who is expecting, omega salmon is a must. Multimineral alfalfa, because it has iron, it has all the other micro and macro minerals. Threonine, obviously. Zinc, at least those basic ones. Omega salmon, especially brain development of the child, bones. Remember, omega salmon is for brain, is for the bones, is for the heart. This one, I tell people, is for all ages. Even a newborn, you can give them, just put them in the mouth. Although the health people tell us, let the child breastfeed for 6 months. So what you can do best as a mom is make sure you also continue to take those products so that this child is getting the best. Before, in fact, a mom who is planning to bring for another child, they should actually use these products pre-conception, then during the pregnancy, and long after when they're breastfeeding, and continue, because these, I'm saying, they're foods. We call them supplements. Why we are not getting enough from our diets. So because of that, this child has just been okay. I mean, those allergies, they didn't disturb her so much, and especially the sharpness of the brain. And even to date, she uses the products. And like now, when she's a candidate, I make sure I give her, they get very tired because of the learning. So I make sure she has threonine. She has, especially now this year, when she's a candidate, she has omega salmon, omega salmon, that one she has taken all through, mind enhancement complex, because the brains get very fatigued. Mind enhancement complex is for anybody who has a lot of brain work to do, either a student, a very busy CEO, or when you start, ukianza kusahau, like at our age now, we need mind enhancement alongside with omega salmon. When you have those, you'll be able to even keep away these diseases that are coming nowadays of dementia or Alzheimer's. I'd like to say all those diseases are lifestyle. Now, I've taken a lot of time on nutrition as why. They are most of those are the products that are most, but we have other wonderful products, my dear people. We have other wonderful products, one of which is a skincare. Remember, you treat yourself from inside first. So if someone comes to you, they're full of, those blemishes that come to the skin, looking dull, maybe they have breakouts. Don't give them a quick fix by giving them the skincare. It may not work because I like to say the skin speaks. So when there's a lot going on, like in your gut, because even the stomach carries bacteria that is good and something that is bad, this person may have breakouts or very dull skin. I would like you to take your threonine consistently and compare. If you have a photo for before and after, you will see you have a glow. And that glow has nothing to do with what is this called? Makeup. Even if you put makeup on top of a skin that is not good, kuna vile too you can see through. And then again, when you have a threonine face, you don't have to put that makeup. You maybe only just need to do a sunscreen, and the products have sunscreen. So our skincare range, for me, I normally use our moisturizer. And sometimes when I'm not able to have the whole range, because our whole range is, we have a cleanser, something to cleanse your skin with first. These soaps we use for bathing, they are very harsh. They are very harsh for especially our facial and our neck and around the neck. And when I talk about skincare, even the gents on this call, skincare is for everyone. And the skin is the largest organ of our body. So it needs to be taken care of. So you can start by ensuring that you bathe it, the whole body, with proper soap. And we have a very wonderful soap we call LDC, light duty concentrate. LDC is meant for washing our dishes, washing our vegetables, washing our, it's just kitchen. But we Kenyans, we are very innovative. We've discovered that it's a very safe product. It's coconut based. So you can use it even for your cleanser when you don't have money to buy a cleanser. You use it for bathing your whole body. You get very clean. Actually, if you bathe with LDC and wipe yourself, then the following day wash with a normal soap. Bathe with a normal soap. You see your towel getting dirty. Why is the towel left with some dirt? Because most of the soaps are also oil based, or they don't cleanse you completely. LDC, it breaks down the fats even that are on your skin. The same way it breaks down the fats in your kitchen. So you have this clean feeling. And this LDC, which is our light duty concentrate, is also a toothpaste. Somebody saying LDC cleared her acne. Thank you. So we have great products. So you can use it to bathe. You can use it to cleanse your face. You can use it, of course, in the kitchen. I'm still talking about the skin. So kuna cleanser. Then we have the toner, to cleanse, to tone. Tone is to make sure that the pores are closed up, because when you cleanse, the pores open up. So the toner does close the pores. Then after you tone, you moisturize. So we have, for those with a normal skin, normal to dry, like me, mine is normal, you use what you call the ultra hydrating the cream, ultra hydrating. Then for those with the combination to oily, like your skin is it's both oily and it's a combination of oily and normal, then you use the hydrating lotion, or the hydrating lotion. So after moisturizing, then we do what we call, there's also, sorry, I forgot, before you moisturize, especially for ladies over 40, we have serum. Serum has become very popular even out here. Most ladies know that serum is good. And they're being sold to one with a product they're calling niacinamide or something. But talk to people and tell them that our products are natural, they're organic. So our serum is awesome. I'm using it. And people keep telling me, oh, you don't look your age, even your face, you don't look 50. And I'm like, I have great products. I have gotten a lot of clients through them telling me, tell me your secret. People literally tell me your secret when they learn your age. Like the other day, we went to a church function where I'm a bit playful. Teachers, we like playing when we have a chance because we stay with young people. So there was a trampoline in that lady's compound. She's also a new distributor I just brought in. And we requested if we can, jump on that trampoline. And our ladies were much younger than me. Thank you, Anne. Yeah, thank you. And they were like, wait, madam. They call me Madam Juliet because they know I'm a principal. How come you're jumping that high? What is it? Then they decided that, insisting, you must be exercising. You must be exercising. I told them, yes, I do exercise, but I get the energy from a wonderful product that I use and I also distribute. And if you're interested, then I can hook you up. And yeah, that way, naturally, you get clients like that. You get people, you empower people. So then I was talking about the serum. So you do, if you have the serum, if you're using the serum, you apply it before you apply the moisturizer. Then after moisturizer, now for me now, I may choose to buy what we call we have a renewing antioxidant cream. That one is on for literally turning back the clock of time. In that one, wrinkles. I keep making fun saying I'm gonna be swimming with my grandkids when I'm 70 and skipping rope. And that will not happen if my bones are cracking, if I have osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is the degeneration of bones. So I make sure after at least take 3 per night, because that's what's supposed to take. When I tell to ladies, when I tell them 3, they're like, isn't that too much? I'm like, no, that is the recommended daily allowance. We take 3 when you're going to sleep. And tell someone who's struggling, even with catching sleep. Somebody who's struggling to sleep. The calmag will help them also. It promotes good sleep because of the magnesium. Magnesium relaxes the nerves. It relaxes the nerves, and you're able to sleep really well. And if somebody is struggling also with sleep, Herbal Rest and Relax is very good. They can also add Herbal Rest and Relax to them. I'm telling you guys, if it were not for these products, life has its challenges, very many. I may not share them here, but I'd like to tell you that my life has not been a walk in the park. And I'm thinking that if I was not using these products, when we say TNN helps you to respond better to high stress levels, because that is one of the benefits of TNN, I forgot to say, better response to stress levels. Why? Because your body is balanced, your body is in a good state. Imagine lifestyle diseases will not catch up with you. They will not. And because we have this tool on our hands, it's a mission. Remember, one of our mission is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. People are sick, guys. Why? Because there's so much stress, there's so much pressure of life. And I know some people will try and advance it to you and tell you, oh, they're expensive or your products. You know, let that not worry you, because everywhere you go, even when you go buying a pair of shoes or a nice dress, you'll be asked for you when you ask the price, the first thing automatically, like Kenyans, I think it's our culture. We like to bargain and all that. So saying, why is it so expensive? Why is it so expensive? Let that not put you off, especially when you're a new distributor. And as a distributor also, don't put it in your head that our products are expensive. And then you're busy trying to sell, and you're not taking one even for yourself. You must, every month, you must ensure you discover a product that you haven't. I'm still coming to the home care. I know I mentioned it. I'm still talking about the skin. I'm coming to the home care. So if you're able, if your God has blessed you, you have a good pocket, and also as you make your profits, treat yourself. I would like to encourage you to buy the whole range. There's a time I just gifted myself. You know, there's a pack. I bought all of it. And it had the cleanser, the toner, the moisturizer, the serum, the moisturizer, and the rejuvenating rich cream. And if you're not in a position to buy all of them, especially for us who are older, you can just have a cleanser or just the LDC, you cleanse with it, then you apply the rejuvenating rich cream. Your skin will not be the same as that person who is not using, so long as you're using TNN. Don't imagine you just do the topical and you're not doing the inside. Right. So that is the skincare range. And then I like to add, once in a while, I take vitamin C. Vitamin C is very good for the skin. It makes your skin firm. Actually, can someone here writing, no sagging, and it has collagen. So actually, I also take vitamin C. I would have forgotten that. Sometimes I don't take it all throughout, but one time I remember Fred was teaching us about vitamin C, and I caught that point of how it is good for the skin. And I love myself. I try to, because I'm like, if I don't love myself, who will? Remember, the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So getting yourself some good products, especially for us mothers, sometimes we do everything for everyone, we forget ourselves. Remember, if you're not strong, if you're weak, if you're sick, then you'll not be in a position to, even all situable is good, yes, but the one that is more potent, especially for us older, you correct me if I'm wrong, Fred, at the end, I believe is a vitamin C sustained release. And that's how you catch people in the market. Because there's this one they buy, they call FFASCent. You just put in they buy from the Healthy You or the place where they buy, yeah. Vitamin C also, when used for a long time, it will reduce allergies. Thank you for the feedback. It will reduce allergies also. Remember that it is when you take one tablet, it's like eating 8 oranges. Imagine, can you sit and eat 8 oranges one sitting? And the difference between our vitamin C and the others, like the one we're calling FFASCent, most of it disappears. Thank you, Rosemary. Disappears from your system before it's absorbed. Ours is in our system for over 8 hours. That's why it's called sustained release. So guys, that's why it's good to know about the product, so that when you go out there and somebody's asking you, is your vitamin C almost 3,000 and this one is, I don't know, 500, tell them it's because what you're getting is not even worth that money. It is worth much more. And before I forget, ladies, CalMag is so important for us. So important for us because with every month you will lose calcium. Also, with every childbirth, you lose calcium and bones. If they decide to disturb you, you can be in serious trouble. One time, I would also develop the sciatic because when I got into administration, you know, teachers were always moving. So when I got into administration, a lot of time I would sit in the office. So because I was sitting there, I don't know most of you know the sciatic, the sciatic nerve. Yeah, so it started disturbing. I would numb the leg. So I just used our product. And then I did exercise. And it was a gone case. It disappeared. Okay. Somebody's asking how many of us consistently use the New Life Shake? Yeah, New Life Shake is really good. Like now I want to go back and use it to reduce a few kilos because it's good for people who are doing a lot of exercise because of the protein. By the way, if you're exercising and you're not taking enough protein, you'll lose mass, you lose muscle, and you're not supposed to. When you lose muscle, you look weak and you feel weak. So New Life Shake is really good either for someone who wants to lose weight, so use it as part of the diet, or you use it as part of your program per day. Even it's good for people who want to gain weight. You use it as you're eating other products. Then you're doing exercise. Exercise is not only for people with weight, is also for people who want to add the New Life Shake. It is full of the proteins, the 21 amino acids that the body needs. Now, I want to talk about the home care products because I can see our time is far much gone. Our home care products are awesome. LDC is a product I never miss. I've taught my people how to use it, especially when I had health help. So now my girls are big. The last one is 13. They used to wonder, they didn't want it because it doesn't have this powerful. But you know what? It's not the powerful that matters much because you just put, if you want to use it well, don't keep putting the way you put like from the dropper, you waste it. So get either if you have a sink that you can close nicely, you put the water, enough water for washing, then you put several drops of LDC. You can agitate. There'll be a foam for some time, but it will go down, but your dishes will still be sparkling. One, you lose less water because they are pre-rinsing. So LDC is very good. Super 10 for your heavy duty cleaning, bathrooms, tiles. Those who clean the cars for themselves, it cleans the engine very well. Any kind of, someone is saying they use Nail Life Shake, they feel young and to give them glowing skin. Our products, they are just awesome, all of them. But then we can, if it's possible for you to use all of them, you can use all of them. And I've talked about Calmark for the ladies. But I would like to say, the session is being recorded. I'd like to say that men, you need zinc, sun. You've seen everywhere people advertising with the power. I don't know what power. What power do you think people are looking for? You don't have to go take many bowls of which. Just use our zinc and our masculine herbal. And this one is not something that will make you unnatural. It will just make you who God created you to be. So no health risks, nothing exaggerated, just you. And also it will take care of your prostate because prostate issues are coming up. It will take care of your reproductive health. For us ladies, feminine herbal. Nowadays, there are so many people going for operations for fibroids, heavy menses, anything to do the reproductive health system. Like now to hot flash, tulikuwa tumeanza kuni attack kidogo, and I'm imagining it's because of this COVID vaccine we took. So I just took feminine herbal and I'm just okay. I mean, really, I don't feel 50. And when I'm saying the age, I don't feel it. And when I see sometimes ladies of my age, sorry to say, I'm telling you, it just comes. So it's very possible for you to have your tummy hanging almost close to your knees. It's not because you are careless with your feeding, it's the hormones. So you need to take care of your hormonal balance so that now you can burn as much as you're storing. Because now at this age, you store more because of your hormonal issues. So even if you find irregular menses and all that, but with our feminine herbal, you balance everything to do with your reproductive health. If, for instance, you go and your doctor tells you there are fibroids starting to grow, you can actually take care by using our feminine herbal complex. Now, sorry, I'm mixing up, but well, now I've talked about Super 10, I've talked about LDC. We also have the carpet glow. It's awesome. People take their carpets to be washed, but with our carpet glow, you just use the foam. And if you have a vacuum cleaner, you vacuum after the foam has dried off, or you just sweep it off from any carpet or upholstery. Our carpet glow is great. And you don't, uloweshi maji, you just use the foam. You agitate And then the foam, you pick it up, you apply on the surfaces of where you want cleaned, and then you can sweep it off if you don't have a vacuum cleaner. If you have a vacuumer, you just vacuum it off, and it will be good to go. Which other home care product have I mentioned? Super Grow for Wazungu ni home care because they use it for their potted plants. But for us, Super Grow, most distributors here know it. It's our natural fertilizer. I may not go to details about the Super Grow, but it's awesome. It increases your yield by 167%. Guaranteed. So help our farmers, help yourself if you're in farming. So I've talked about home care. I've talked about our nutritionals. I've talked about our skincare. Yeah, I don't know what else I have left out, but for me, I'm just very excited about these products. And I would like to tell you that if you want to be younger for longer, if you want to avoid lifestyle diseases, if you want to have everybody asking you, what's your secret? It feels good. I mean, human beings were created to be appreciated. And sometimes when people asking you, give me your secret, and you're thinking, okay, I didn't think I looked that good, you get motivated. So please don't keep the info to yourself. Somebody's asking whether we have a sunscreen. Our products have been made in such a way that they have the SPF. They are good by themselves, and that is why it's advisable to use all of them because they have synergy. We call them synergetic. And I've forgotten one other one that I use once in a while. There's one we apply around the eyes. We call it the eye cream. I've forgotten its name. But we apply
Instalift eye gel.
Instalift. Yes, thank you, Fred. Instalift eye gel. So unaona utu tuvitu tunaanza kujikris huku when you smile. Those ones now they start announcing your age. Yeah, I mean, you apply our Instalift eye gel, and I'm telling you, it can last for even 2 years because you just do a dot and you apply around your eyes like this. It's very good. It's very good. So if there are questions, I can see we have about 14 minutes. I did not know I can talk this long, but wow, I've enjoyed.
Wow,
Yes,
wow,
thank
wow,
you.
wow.
Thank you, Fred.
I'm excited. You know, when you're passionate about something, time just flies.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when you speak about something, when you speak from the heart, time just flies. And that was a major, major testimony from Juliet about her journey with the products. And I must tell you, the products of Neolife work. They never let you down. You walk around with confidence. Whenever you sell the products, whether I've been here 29 years, I've never once sold a product to anybody. And then they came back to me with a negative report. And I walk tall, I walk with a lot of confidence, knowing that I'm selling the best. But one thing that I take from Juliet's experience is that she's an avid user of the products. She has used the products, she has invested in herself, and you can see the results of investing in yourself because you are an asset. You are the main asset that you've got. And this is the only body that you have to live in. So if you're here and you're a new distributor, you're a guest, you're looking at this for the very first time, you need to start using the products. The distributors on the call, don't be a salesman. Be a user of these products. Be an avid user, and you'll reap the rewards as time goes by. You'll always be looking younger than your peers. You'll be more energetic, and you'll be the go-to person as far as health and wellness is concerned. Plus, you'll save a lot of money. You'll avoid so many lifestyle diseases. I mean, Juliet will tell you, and I can freely tell you, most of the colleagues that we have, everybody has a lifestyle, a certain mica disease. This one is taking these drugs, that one is taking that drug, this one is, I mean, it's good to be in a situation whereby you're not on prescription drugs because your health is good, yeah? And you have a chance to do that for yourself, starting today, by investing in these products. For me, what I did is that I put it as a budget. I said, the same way you pay electricity, you pay water and all these things, put yourself as a budget. Say, I'll be spending X amount of money on Neolife products on a monthly basis. And I tell you, it will not be money that will be wasted because it will help you, protect you from spending millions in hospital later in life, and it will improve the quality of your life. So as we come to the end of this session, I just want to thank Juliet for that very, very powerful testimony. Maybe a last word from Juliet before we wrap up.
Okay, our last word is, guys, we have a golden opportunity. Our business, our company has been around for many years. It's now how many, Fred? Since 96?
Since 1958.
Yeah, since 1958, from the US, that's when it was started. It came to Kenya 1996. So
Yes.
before we rebranded to Neolife, we were GNLD. And it's still the same, only that was now GNLD's Golden Neolife Diamond. And sometimes people just say, oh, it's that one. I mean, don't listen to people, and people don't even know. Some of them don't even know what it is that we have. They don't even know what opportunity we have. They don't know anything. So go with confidence. When you have something of value, you talk about it with confidence. I would like to say, like the other day, I invited my upline during our principals conference. We were at Mombasa for the Kiambu County. And the inquiries we got, the many people who want the products, because we have awesome products. She had a great presentation. People need, let me tell you guys, let no one lie to you that, oh, there are so many competitors, they are so what. There's no one who competes with Neolife. I can tell you for a fact. Because our products are top notch. They are just the best. We have a scientific advisory board that take time to research, and before our product is brought out, they have verified that it does what it says it does. So there's those, I won't mention any, who are not very thorough when it comes to their products. But for us, we are thorough. I mean, for me, I'm not in the, and we are not tasked with with making sure the products are produced. Ours is just to learn what the products are and share them, because that is our job. But the first job is to use. You must be a product of the product. And I'd like to, as I finish, to call the youngest. Just a minute, Amy. She will just stand here and wave. She's 13 and she's in grade 8. We are about to finish, please, Adele. This is the youngest. She's taller than me. And she's also a product of the product. So guys, especially if, I believe you love your family, our young people here, young moms, young dads, you have people, relatives, talk to them. Some will listen, some will not, but you will have done your part. As I finish, there's a relative of mine who had gained a lot of weight. She's a sister of mine when she was getting her babies. And then I told her about our weight loss program. And I told her about it, and she was like, wow, you're such a good salesperson. I told her, no, I'm not a good salesperson. I am sharing the product. I'm just telling you the goodness of the product. And she followed the program to the letter. And in 2 weeks, she lost 5 kilos. Because she never used to take dinner. Her replacement was dinner. She used to, we are supposed to take one major meal. So she used to take her major meal at lunchtime. So she would replace breakfast and dinner and take low-calorie snacks in between at 10 a.m. and at 4 p.m. Remember, our weight loss program is not about starving, like the ones people are selling nowadays, because the science that has been done has shown that for the body to keep burning, you must keep it at a sustained sugar level. So when the sugar levels dip so much, when you're starving yourself, then the body goes into that, it senses starvation. So what happens is that the body starts storing up for that time. So that's why you see some people saying, me, I don't eat, and I just add weight. Please tell them that it's called the glycemic edge. So it's like their sugars spike and then go down. That's why now they need more. Fred, I can start a whole lecture. So I'd like to say, please learn the products. Learning is every day. Don't get tired when you're invited to learn, because for us, we learn on the job and we become better every day. Thank you, Fred.
Wow, wow, wow. Amazing, amazing. Guys, we can be here until tomorrow talking about these wonderful products. We are so passionate about it. But one quote that I can take away from Juliet is, be a product of the product. That is very, very important. And we have come to the end of this session. This session was being recorded, so we'll share the recording later, so you'll be able to get it later today. There's a lot of info on the chat. You can actually get quite a bit. Thank you, distributors, for really being participating so much. I think this is the most this is a talk that has elicited so much feedback, so much participation from the team, and I'm very, very excited about that. And that tells you that out there, people are so passionate about our products. They have used the products and they have seen the results that these products actually give you with long-term use. So if you want to know more about these products and more about this business, because there's a business, and Juliet has alluded to it, there's a business behind the products. There's a business that can give you some extra income. You can get to travel. We have traveled with Juliet to a couple of countries, to South Africa. Were you in London, Juliet?
No, I didn't get to go then. I didn't.
Oh, okay. But you were with you in South Africa, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, so we have traveled with her with Neolife in the past, and it can also happen to you. So there is an opportunity where you can get to make money with these wonderful products just by sharing them, using them, sharing your experiences with everybody you meet, solving people's problems, and you start making some extra money. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, Pascal Olo will be on this very same platform, and he will be sharing how to make money with the Neolife product. So I want to invite you. Welcome tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Get to learn how can you make money, how can you travel, how can you live a longer, healthier life. And I always say this, whether you join Neolife or not, you have to buy soap, you have to buy a lotion, you have to buy a supplement. You must buy fertilizer for your garden. I mean, you will spend this money either way. So it makes more sense to become a distributor, start buying from Neolife, and start making money from your daily recurrent expenditure. You know, when you spend on the normal products we buy from the shops, you're actually throwing your money on the street because you'll never make a shilling out of that money. It is gone. But when you come to Neolife and you start buying products from Neolife, you actually get paid bonuses at the end of every month just by using the product. Imagine you take a shower and somebody pays you for taking a shower. That's a beauty about what we do in Neolife. And for you to learn more of that and see how you can be able to get that benefit, let's meet tomorrow at 8 o'clock where Pascal will be explaining and unpacking how can you be able to make money, how can you be able to travel and enjoy yourself with Neolife. So thank you all. God bless you. Next week we'll be back again and we'll be talking about a different aspect of health. Juliet, you have something you want to say? Okay.
I'll say goodbye.
Okay, fantastic. So next week we'll be back again and we'll be talking about a different aspect of health. I welcome you next week. Come and also come with a friend or two. Thank you all. God bless you and goodbye.